Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm thrilled that you're here. And I am thrilled that it's spring. So I'm finally starting to dress to match the spring-like weather that I'm anticipating. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Rita Hickman. I'm a body-mind expert, a Shiatsu massage therapist, and my specialty, hey Patty, is coaching women who are in narcissistic relationships or toxic relationships, how to get stronger mentally, emotionally, physically, in the body-mind, so that they can really take back their power. So last night I had a great interview with my friend Jane, who's my local astrologer expert. Hey, Deb. And she confirmed that the last week and a half has been really, really rough for people who have toxic relationships in their lives. According to the stars, hey, April, with this whole Mercury retrograde thing, it was one of the worst. I guess Neptune was in some sort of crazy extra orbit, which means that mental health and relationship issues really came to the fore, really created a lot of problems. So this Mercury retrograde, hey Yvonne and April, this Mercury retrograde, according to the stars, was a lot worse than they typically are. So you can breathe a sigh of relief, because everybody's mental health issues came to the fore. And if you're an empath or a sensitive or an artist or a healer, hey Jamie, then you probably got pretty beat up this last week. Hey Jody, because the mental health issues were off the charts. And so people were doing really crazy things. I mean, they were taking their stuff and never coming back again, and it was all your fault, and the emotions were really over the top. Fortunately, we are now on the tail end. You know, that whole Mercury retrograde thing is sort of dialed down a little bit, and because it gives us some space in order to start to heal. One of the challenging things about a toxic or narcissistic relationship is not that it's always bad, it's that there are these times when it's good, when things are smooth and pleasant, and it kind of lulls you into that sense of, hey, maybe everything's okay, maybe this was just a weird anomaly, until it happens time after time after time, and then you start to see the pattern. So you're on the downswing of the pattern because the narcissist or toxic person went crazy. They behaved completely inappropriately and cruel and unkind and beat the crap out of you. Hey, Lisa. And so now they're moving, so of course now the narcissist feels better, and then they just want everything to be perfect. They're done. So what's your problem? Why can't you just accept the fact that they had a bad day? Totally not recognizing the effect that it had on you, the person who was victimized by their instability and insecurity and emotionality. So how do you get your strength back after one of these weeks and a half? Well, first of all, know right off that this was not your fault. Maybe you triggered it, but the person that behaved the way that they did was totally out of line. Totally inappropriate, completely focused on their own emotions and not thinking about you. So first of all, take that off of your plate. That's one of the first ways that you start getting strong again, is you see the situation objectively, not as whose fault it is and what did I do and how can I stop it and thank God it's done and I'll just be nice. We'll go into these coping skills where we're so glad that the attack and the anger and the frustration is over that we will disregard our own feelings. Now, the problem with this is that it cuts our processing short, and then we end up in a complete state of emptiness and exhaustion after it, and then we move forward in that exhaustion. Now is a really important time because it's the time that you need to get your strength back, to get your balance back. So slowly but surely, I want you to put your habits back into place, your good habits. Jody says she's a loud, rude, mean one. It would be easier to leave if he just hit you. But they don't, do they? A lot of narcissists and people who, have either borderline personality disorders or mental health issues, and this is how they handle them. They're actually, many of them are not dangerous. There's a lot of domestic abuse out there, and that's not to diminish that in any way. Hey, Christy. And that's definitely, something that is unacceptable in any situation. But a lot of other narcissistic stuff, you know, it's really in that gray area, and you decide for yourself whether something is worth tolerating or not. And the stronger you get, the more resilient you become, the better choices you're able to make. And so now's your time to rebuild your strength. So I want you to start putting things back into place. Probably while you were attacked, you put it all down. You overate, you stopped exercising, you didn't take your vitamin D just because you were in survival mode. You were just trying to cope and hold on, hey, Sandra Ann, through this very difficult time. So step by step, I want you to put your self-care things back into place. Hey, Delisa. So today I want you to pick one thing that you know will make you feel good. I'm going to be taking my vitamin D. You know, yesterday I started going back to the gym again. And today, as you can see, I'm dressing in spring clothes, those things that make me feel better. You should have a window of time where you can feel fairly okay that because of the blow up or because of the over-the-top emotional release that this person had, that now they're going to be in a relatively stable space for a while. So make the most of this. If you're in a place of fight or flight still, if you're still kind of in that place of freaking out, then do what you need to do to get level. You know, do your tapping, do your breathing, do your walking. Get out of that fight or flight first. Don't let yourself stay there. You should have a window of time where you can heal. And then look for the things which are nourishing and nutritious to you. Sandra Ann wants to know how much vitamin D. You know, I take a good amount, but I only take it when I need it. And the other way to get vitamin D is to just sit in the sun somewhere. If you can find some place to just sit and be and let your body create the vitamin D, that's a good way to do it. So I'll do both. So I take over the recommended, dosage allowance because I just do. I do it on intuitively how my body feels. But almost everybody's vitamin D deficient. And once you take it, it just gives you that little bit of a boost. So be compassionate and kind with the place that you're in now. Look at yourself as someone who's just been beat up and is trying to recover from an illness. Hey, Susan. Look at yourself as somebody who needs some tender, loving care and some nourishment. And right after surgery, they get people up and walking and moving, and that's what you need to be doing too. So your body makes vitamin D when you're in the sun. Yes, there's like vitamin D2 and vitamin D3. Yes, I'm totally not a vitamin D expert. I'll give you that. I take it to help level my mood out, and I don't get too crazy about it because I'm focused on surviving narcissism, right? Exactly. Hey, Sarah. So commit to yourself today to do one thing that will strengthen your body. Whether it's getting back on your water regimen in the morning, make sure you drink that glass of water. Do your juicing, sing, dance, serve people. Jody, absolutely. Hey, Sharon, do the things, focus on yourself now. There's going to be the part of you that breathes the sigh of relief that says, thank God this craziness is over and I survived. Raw food diet works too. Thanks, Jody. Yeah, I like that. I did that for about a year. Do something that you know will physically strengthen you, because you'll want to just cut it off. You'll want to be glad it's over, compartmentalize it, put it away, lock it away in a box. But the problem is it'll keep affecting you. It'll keep smacking you in the face. So take the time to process. I spent like 2 days at the spa, at the King Spa with my sister, where there was quiet and nurturing. Now's the time to get a massage. Now's the time to go on that walk on the labyrinth. It's the time to get all your little herbal medicines in place in your teas and take them. Because this is honestly an opportunity for you. The narcissist punched a hole in the wall of your feelings. It punched it right through. It not only opened that door, it blew it down. It knocked it on its butt. But the beautiful thing about that is if you give yourself that time, you're now vulnerable and open. Give yourself that time to process through the thoughts and the feelings, to let all of the emotions that were locked behind that door to express themselves. When we're in the situation with the narcissist for like the last week and a half, we really are in survival mode. We're in fight or flight. We're locked down. But now on the other side is the time to be gentle, the time to explore, to release those feelings, to get insights and connections. And according to the science, it takes 3 days. So take 3 days to let yourself feel, release, connect. Look at it as a retreat. Give yourself this retreat time and start putting those healthy practices back into place. Because the best way to deal with the narcissist is to strengthen yourself, is to get yourself back into a good resilient space, and to work through any issues from your childhood or your parents' childhood or whatever else, because they're going to come up. Your reaction was based on all of those suppressed emotions that you've had over the years, ever since you were probably even in the womb. So this is an opportunity to release, because once it's detoxed from your body, this magical opportunity you're in right now of vulnerability and openness, once it's detoxed from your body, then it won't trigger. Part of our problem is as empaths and compassionate people is the narcissists trigger us way further than we're ready for, and we go into a healing crisis. But use the healing part is the important part of the healing crisis. It means that you're healing, and you're not going to get these opportunities very often, hopefully. You know, we won't have as crazy of a Mercury retrograde as we did. So because you won't have this for a while, process through it. Love yourself, care about yourself, and be kind. Because everybody suffered through this. The narcissist suffered through it. You suffered through it. And now's the time to heal yourself, okay? So here's your homework assignment. One thing that you know is a healthy habit that you can get into place. That's all you got to do, because one builds on the next, and put those things in place so that the next time the narcissist goes off the rails, you've got this resiliency. You've got a cleaner body because you detoxed all of those emotions that had built up. You have a cleaner mind that doesn't react and go into fight or flight or easy. You're able to stay in your rational self. You're able to do things that don't make things worse because they come from a rational, balanced point of view and not from that triggering emotional point of view, okay? Because narcissists are not going to go away. They show up for a wide variety of reasons. And even the great people that you love and like can become super toxic when pushed to an edge. And in this world that we live in, people are being pushed to the edge. And with the ability of online bullying, yes, they do find you, Jody. And so because they find us, because they can tell from our kindness and our love, they can pick it out that we are those people, the people that are wired and designed to be kind and loving and compassionate, and to have more compassion than most other people do. So they can actually see it in you. And so your job, in order to protect yourself, is to use this healing time to actually heal. The doors were blown off, so let yourself feel, let yourself release, talk to friends, do the things that nourish you, get some broths and some soups, all the things that make you feel good again, and do them. Because if you do this now, if you take care of this opportunity now to do some healing work around it, then the next time this comes, it seriously will not be as difficult. It will not knock you so hard on your butt that you feel completely devastated. All right? So use this healing crisis as an opportunity to heal. Put one thing into place, and then it'll lead to the next and the next and the next. Okay? And it means that you're smarter, wiser, more healed, and in general, you'll be able to live the rest of your life happier, okay? So if you feel stuck, if you don't know what to do, if this is hard, and I totally get it, we all need help. You can't do this by yourself. I do, hey Carly, I do coaching online. I have coaching programs, 3-month coaching programs or 12-month coaching programs that I do. And in order to get those foundational pieces in place to get you into a healthier space. Or if you're in the area, I throw in body and energy work too. I do Shiatsu. So if you're in the area and you can make it to my office, come in. Hey Lynn, come see me, and we'll get you on a schedule where you can start to not only get the coaching, but you also get the body work and the support that you need to get through this. Because as I said, narcissists aren't going away. They're going to keep finding you and showing up in your life. And so your job is to have good boundaries and to be strong enough and be smart enough and be capable enough that you do not, you don't let them hijack your life, because that's what happens. Narcissists come in and they hijack your life. They hijack your emotional security and your well-being. And as a responsibility that you have to you, your responsibility to you is to protect you and to heal you and to get yourself into a good space where you can enjoy your life and not waste it. Okay? So cool. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'm excited to see you tomorrow. And within the next week or so, possibly this weekend, we will be doing our Zoom call with all of our experts. And we'll either do it as a live stream or we'll do it where you have to register and pop in to watch the Zoom call. But it'll be all of us on with our best wisdoms, our best advice, and from all over the world, and how we all get ourselves to be an evolved, happy, balanced, content human being, even if we are surrounded by narcissists. Okay? So I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.